Is it impossible to make 4,000 using supply and demand combined with candlestick psychology? In this video, I'm going to show you the cons and pros of this particular strategy. Make sure you watch the entire video. There'll be a lot of pro tips for you to enhance your win rate, whether you are experienced trader or a beginner trader. Okay, so I took this trade right here and I am about to mark the supply area. Remember guys, you need to identify the strong supplies on the chart, right? And whenever you're looking for the supply, we'll look for a engulfing candle. I'm actually going with the trend also, if you really pay attention. Okay, and now you see how the price is rejecting from my area. This is what I'm talking about. This is the level of preciseness supply and demand carry. Okay, and I think this candle might turn red. Why? Because this supply area is super strong. Okay, it's super strong, plus it at a area where the price has a high chance of rejecting because of how much the price drop. Okay, I found another beautiful trade right here, and this one is a very good one. The only thing I see with this trade, I'm kind of going against the trend, which is not really a very good thing to do, but this trend is not super strong enough for me to be worried about that, right? Because the supply area is strong. Let me zoom out and I'm going to show you guys everything. Look at this. You see the trend, right? We're in a major ranging trend, so that's the reason why I'm not worried about this uptrend, even though it's an uptrend. Okay, and if you see, I had an inside gap, right? So I'm expecting the price to drop. What I'm showing you guys right here is another demand, is a demand area, right? And I'm showing you guys, you mark the price over the candle which has been engulfed. Okay, all right, so this trade right here, it's decent, but I would say this trade is on the medium side, right? It's not one of the super strong ones, but it's very much okay. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you notice very clearly, there was also a doji break. So I'm using multiple confluences to help me alongside the trade. All right. And I'm also in the direction of the smaller trend. Okay. And there's another thing I'm noticing here. There is a ranging movement. Okay. There's a range in movement, even though there is a downtrend. You see, the price is moving all over the place. It's not really steady. So this is range, okay? When you see the price is not going in one direction, that means the market is ranging. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying right here, because you need to identify ranges and know how to identify the trend, okay? Okay, so this other trade right here, it's in a much better situation than the previous trade, okay? Because we have an inverted hammer and we have a ranging market also. But guys, to be honest, I'm going against the trend. All right, I'm literally going against the trend. But let me say something to you really clear. I want you guys to understand this. Going against the trend doesn't mean that you will lose a trade, okay? Why I always say that you should go with the trend, it just helps you whenever, say for instance, your trade is not really strong enough. Like this one, you see it's struggling and stuff like that. When you're going with the trend, your trade have much more momentum to go in your direction, okay? I'm starting off by saying, guys, this trade is beautiful, okay? Because I'm actually going with the overall trend right now. Even though there was a previous trend, there's a range, and then the range broke out and gave me a beautiful new trend, okay? So I'm more confident that the price apply for mentorship to learn everything I'm doing on a deeper level. Without deep knowledge, it's difficult to be profitable. If your goal is to be profitable, link is in description to apply for mentorship. It's my reach to that level, all right? And I'm aiming to see this price close in my favor because there's also an inside gap, which I'm expecting to fill, plus the demand area. So I'm expecting the price to move forward in my direction. This trade is practically a very decent trade, okay? So I'm expecting the price to move in my direction, and as you see guys, it's a winning trade. Every successful trader you have ever heard about sat right where you are right now. They have stared at screen, questioned their strategy, they felt like walking away. The difference between them and the people who fail is simple: they refuse to surrender. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a highly demand profession. It tests your patience, your resilience, and your emotional control every single day. When a trade goes against you, it's not a sign that you should give up. It's a direct signal from the market that there is a flaw in your plan, a leak in your process, or an emotional trigger you need to fix immediately. Okay? And start focus on the skill. Your biggest losses and your most painful mistakes are not failures. They are your tuition fees. They are the exact experience that will forge your head. You have already invested your time, your focus, and your energy into this craft. Do not throw away the progress you have built just before the breakthrough happens. Take a step back, size down, regulate those emotions, reset your risk management, and sharpen your strategy. This will be the end of this session, and I hope to see you guys in the next trading session.